See, one of the first things that I did as I took over this role as head of HR was to set up a HR analytics division within the HR function. And while we are very leanly manned right now, we only have 2 or 3 resources who operate there. It's about the vision that we have about where we want to be in terms of utilizing HR analytics. So the way that you start off is looking at the regular data that you have, the data that you already house in some shape or form in some part of the organization, in an Excel or in a database or wherever. And you try to make sense out of it by slicing it, dicing it, looking at various cuts, and making information available to the stakeholders of the nature that they haven't had access to before. So what we started with was, for example, routine stuff like attrition. Maybe look at it with a different eye, cuts the data so that more options are visible in terms of decision making as to what it is that we do now, how it is that we can improve things so that attrition comes down, why is attrition happening at a particular place, for example. The other thing that we looked at, again, one of the many things that we looked at was how is a management training batch behaving over time. So over the last 5 years, what has happened to them? How many have fallen off? Why have they fallen off? Are they falling off in a particular pocket of the organization? Is there a manager issue? Is there a problem with the location? Is there a mismatch between their skills and the jobs that they got? And so on. And I think it's led us to many eye-openers, so to say. The vision that we have is to come out with predictive models that will, for example, tell us whether the person who's coming into the organization from the recruitment point of view or the talent acquisition point of view, whether he will be a good fit and whether he will last with us or not. So knowing that, even though we might take a decision to hire the person for the short term, but knowing that equips us with a better understanding of what we do as the person goes along. So people talk about, and again going back to the FMCG world, people talk about customer genomes. What we want to arrive at is employee genomes. And what that means is, we want to be able to predict how this employee will perform in a particular role. So for example, I have a critical role which is, hypothetically speaking, the plant head in Thailand. Now I've got a pool of maybe 5 or 6 candidates who can possibly take up that role. But I want to devise a model which will predict which one of these 5 or 6 is best suited and will perform the best in that role. And that is where we are going. So to my mind, again, we've got about 2-3 years before we reach there. But the role of analytics in whatever HR does today, it has to be data driven, it has to be not perception based, it has to bring up the right issues. So data also can be seen in many ways, and we have this thing about statistics being the biggest liars or whatever. But in terms of analytics, if you're true to what you're doing and if you really want to add value, I think there's nothing better in today's world that can add the value that HR has been striving to add and enable decisions which are both topical, which are prompt, and which are backed by data, and therefore have a propensity to be more effective or better than decisions which have hitherto been taken through just perception or gut feel or with a I know this person feel.